Howdy folks, WindyCityThetanWatch. It is Friday night, 7:20. Sorry I started a little bit early. We are going to head over to the org. It's kind of late, but still want to see if we can close up the windows, see if we can engage any Scientologists, see if there's any body routers out and about. Please no drama today. I know there's been an awful lot of information. Let's protest today. Had a really great experience this afternoon. I was over. How you doing, Lavender? Very nice to see you again. I was over on the other channel today, and we finished off the 606. So if you're interested in parts of the Chicago city, you can see that. And then I met up with Joe Cool Chicago, who has always been a police watcher in Chicago. Very famous. He's back in Chicago for a short period of time. And I went out and, hey, Cat Ocean, great to see you. Hi, Patrick. We were able to do some cop watching. Great education. That I loved some of the tips and pointers that he was able to give to us. And I say us. This is something that I wouldn't have imagined I was going to say in a long time. But it turned out that Joe had picked up Shannon as well. So I was out with Shannon and Joe today. I also I haven't posted it yet, and it's just that, as some of you might imagine, I did not get a lot of sleep last night, but we have new information that there will be a Juneteenth celebration here at the org on June 15th. And remember, Juneteenth, howdy J-Pat, Juneteenth is when I'll say the last of, but it's not exactly true, but in Texas they finally freed the slaves several years after Lincoln had already freed them in that space. So I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll head down to the org. It will be June 15th for that celebration. Well, yeah, I'm almost positive it was June 15th. I'll have to re-examine my email. And I appreciate it that it was sent in by one of the subscribers. Always appreciate it. If you're in, go ahead and give me a like. Hey, can somebody do a quick check? I'm curious to see whether or not I've been delisted from sptv.space with all the fun. So if somebody can jump over there and see if I'm shown as live right now, that would be appreciated. Here's the body router that called the police on me the other day. Oh, darn it. I want to change the camera real quick. So we've got the body routers out already. I'm sorry, we've got the shades coming down already. All right, let me go horizontal. Thank you, Kat, I appreciate that. And UK Fluffer, I appreciate you being reasonable with that. Howdy, Lewis. So we've got one of the Sakala boys here, which is funny because we were talking about Joe Sakala Jr., the father. The redhead here is the one who called the police on me the other day. The police never arrived. Howdy, Israel. Great seeing you. All right, so we've got, you know it's a cult, right?
I'm just having a look around.
All right.
Crazy, bro, all their personalities are like completely dead.
Yes.
They're so weird.
They're a very dead affect. Yeah, do you mind chatting?
Sure,
okay.
Yeah.
So you went in. Did you get a flyer, or did you just went out of curiosity?
I mean, I'm just like playing around with them a little
okay.
bit. I mean, I got a few books and a DVD, whatever.
Nice.
I don't really care about it. I know it's a cult.
Yeah. And again, I tell them, if you want to look at something, but just be aware of what you're actually looking at.
I'm confused though. Like, what is the cult?
So what happened is they may have actually offered you a book as well today, or they just give you free flyers. Okay. The next time you come in, they'll give you a personality test, and they're going to tell you that there's this little thing that's wrong with you, and I've got a book that'll fix it. So then you'll say, cool. And then they'll say, after you've read that book, they'll say, and we can put you on this course. And it just keeps on escalating from there on up. Now that's the money problem of this element.
You got to pay the money to get the course.
Right. Now that's only the money. Now the cultic part about this is that you'll watch that when they come by here, I'll ask them, can you talk about the church? Yeah. They can't. They're not allowed to have their own opinions. Were they able to tell you anything, or did they point you at a machine?
They're just pointing me at machines.
Right.
Every time
so they're not allowed to tell you about the religion. You have to look at the religion, and you have to buy a book. So that's one thing that's cultic about it. Then you think about the criminal behavior about this church. So the financial fraud, they open up credit cards in their parishioners' names, and then they default on the credit cards. Do you know Danny Masterson? So Danny Masterson was an actor, that 70s show. But anyhow, he's a member in good standing with this. He's right now serving, no, he's in Hollywood. He is serving 30 years to life. He sexually abused 3 women from the Church of Scientology. The Church of Scientology would not let those victims report those crimes to the church for 20 years. When they did report it, they practiced something called family disconnection. Those victims could never, ever again talk to any of their family.
That's crazy.
That's what this is about. And again, when you went in there, it seemed reasonable, I'm guessing, right? That, hey, okay, there's interesting stuff that's in here.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, they are like, oh, this can help you in your life. If you want to fix drug problems, you can do this, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like showing me at the machines, making me watch these videos.
Yeah.
They were super boring.
Excellent. Yeah. Were you on the first floor the whole time, or did they take you upstairs?
I tried to go upstairs. I was asking to go upstairs just to check it out or whatever. But they said come back tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
And by the way, having just talked to me, you probably won't be able to go in tomorrow. It'll be interesting if you can. They declare me, I'm a suppressive person. You see the white camera over there?
Yeah.
And this camera right here?
Right.
Yep. And they watch my YouTube channel because I'm out here protesting every day.
As you should.
Yes.
It's crazy. I've seen TikToks about it. It's insane.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why their personality is so dead though. Like, it's like they're being forced to not do anything or say anything.
It is. Now, one thing that should have happened is they should have been rather engaging because they're supposed to be able to draw you in.
They were engaging, yeah.
Okay.
But I just seen something rolling their eyes, like,
yeah,
they were staring down at me. I don't know.
It's funny. I have ex-Scientologists in my chat, and they'll say the same thing. We call it the zombie look, right? They're just dead and a mute affect, and there's no individual think. So they're just regurgitating what they've been told to think. So it's it strips your individual identity and makes you identify as the group. And as you identify as the group, you no longer care about these other parts of your life that are out there. I mean, it's really scary stuff. And I'm going to say something that all of those people in there are genuine heart. They went in there with a pure thought of what they're trying to do. They don't know they're in a cult. That's the sad thing about what's going on.
Right? Even though so many people are telling them.
Correct. Well, they're told that I'm the devil and I'm a criminal, I'm a bad agent, all kinds of things that are out there. So
crazy people.
No. Interesting.
Yeah, man. So you're live right now?
I am. So
on YouTube or Twitch?
YouTube.
YouTube. Nice.
Yep. So
can I get your YouTube channel?
Yeah. Do you have a phone?
Yeah, I do.
Let me do this. I'll bring up the picture on this channel.
Yeah. This can be uploaded.
It's live.
So will it not be uploaded after?
Oh, it will. It will. Yeah, you'll see it then as well.
This one's closer to you.
You want to just take a picture? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or if you sub, I'll take that. This is retail subscriptions. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate it. You take care now.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Folks, I didn't think that I would have that I was coming down here tonight, so I don't have my second mic. Oh, sorry.
AaronKyro.
Yes.
You do.
So the skateboard. Yeah. Nice.
What happened to him? Like,
he's in
Scientology.
He's the leader.
He's the leader.
He's the leader of the San Francisco organization.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So he was just announced within the last few months. He is.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow. He was in Scientology.
Yeah.
And he used to say, like, they helped him with skating. Shit, maybe I got to join Scientology.
Correct. Yes. that they'll talk about. So Dianetics is the modern mental health. What if you actually read any of their books? It's kind of common sense. It's almost like golden rule type elements. If you're nice to others, they'll be nice to you. And it's like that. It's in their books. They say, "See, didn't that make you a better person?" Right? And it's like, yes, but you didn't come up with this, right? But yeah, Kyro is one, and it was funny. He's recently had an interview, and people had asked him, "Are you the leader of Scientology?" He goes, "No, I am not the leader of Scientology," because he was able to shade that question because we didn't capture it with, "Are you the leader of Scientology in San Francisco?" But he is the day org. So there are two shifts here. There's a day org and a night org or foundation. He is the executive director, which is the managing person of this building, but out in San Francisco. So, and again, that
But he seems like a nice
skateboard
guy.
yes.
Seems like he's not.
He has a much better personal affect because he was, let's say, famous, right, in regards to what's going on. And I understand that he was a great skater, but I don't know if he's a competitive skater. He was just a good influencer, and he's got the company, right? So, and again, he's a better skater than I am.
But he's not the best. Not the best but he's quite old now. So.
He's no Tony Hawk, although Tony Hawk's 1,000 years old now, right?
Yeah, man. It's been
All
nice
right.
talking to you.
You take care now. All right, we got some people coming into the church. If you had a YouTube channel, would the church let you pick your moderator? Yeah, you're probably in a cult then. I wonder where they're going. They might be just getting dinner or grabbing a bite to eat at like Subway. Sorry, could you guys hear him? And I'm so apologetic that I didn't have the second mic with me because I wasn't planning on being out here. But could you hear anything that he said? Okay, thanks, Patrick. And unfortunately, don't have the body cam either. I'll see if I can pump up the volume at home, and I'll just put captions in there. Because it was a very interesting interview, right? He had come in. Sorry, I kind of want to look around and see if we've got any body routers out here. So I've got the front shades are closed. That he had gone in, and he was just curious, right? He was kind of, what's going on here? One of the things that he said is, why do they have such a dead effect? And I said, well, that's strange. They're supposed to be engaging communities. They were friendly and they were nice, but they seemed hollow inside, which I thought was incredibly interesting. That was the statement that he had made. And then I asked him, did they tell you about the church, or did they just point you at a video machine? It's like, yeah, they would just point me at a video machine. What else? He asked if you could go upstairs, and they said, come back tomorrow. And then I let him know. You probably heard my side of that, I regret, but having had talked to me, it's unlikely that you're going to be able to go in and talk to them tomorrow. So, then when he came back to talk to me, he asked me about Kylie, San Francisco skateboard guy, because he was actually a skateboarder, and he was curious about that. And again, that was one of the on the outside with the question that I'd asked. And by the way, I'm going to stop asking that question, but I hope that the intent was received on that process. That was one of the Sakala boys. It is late, so I'm not too optimistic that we're going to find anybody, But it is a really nice night out tonight, so there absolutely might be people out wandering here. We'll just take a quick wander up Dearborn. And the reason I walk in the street over here is that Half Hour tends to play their music pretty loud, and I know that I've gotten copyrights on that before. Let me go back and see if there were any questions while we were chatting. Howdy, Angry Bear. Hey, Pippi. Louis. Israel. Great job, Israel. There are times where I actually find it enjoyable that Kat, put some clothing on. I will send you a lump of coal, and you can ignite it in the middle of the living room floor, and that'll give you warmth. Howdy, Quiz. Darn it, I was thinking of something. Oh, there is a Scientologist with a flyer. So she's straight ahead of me. Not sure if you can see, but the redhead right with the dark suit in front of me. I'm gonna walk wide around this corner. Yeah, I want to see what she does with the flyers now. So she saw me and walked back the other direction. Thank you, Bridge. And I love that. I don't want to poke the bear that much, so I'm not going to put it up on screen, but thank you very much. Howdy, declared Dave. Sorry I missed your chat last night. Hope you'll understand I was occupied by other stuff. So we're walking on Plymouth Court. I don't know if they call it Plymouth Court here or not, but Plymouth, which is between Dearborn and State Street. And on the far side of the street, there's a body router. She's the body router that a couple of days ago when I was out here, she called the police. And I had to remind her where she was at. So she didn't know what street she was on. I helped her out. And then I asked her to tell the police. I said, hello. I'm going to say this. She is walking very, very briskly. I might have to put my my speedy shoes on. I was also very fortunate as I came up to the org and I got the blinds shut. She's looking for me and she can't see me because I'm behind these two people. As I got the blinds shut, a person had come out and he was just curious and he got in and we had a fun little chat, right? The thing that I found most interesting about it, he had asked me, why do I think it's a cult and what makes them a cult? I went through the escalating monetary problems that you would have there, and then the financial frauds, the family disconnection, the Danny Masterson story. The idea that you couldn't think for yourself, because he had noticed that he said, they seem hollow inside, right? Why are they so flat? And it's, again, because they can't talk about what their church is. They can only point you to something that shows their church. I am going to guess that um, she is going to duck down into the subway. Nope. Good. She's going to try and get out to the park. That is a good point. And he may have known some of the stuff. And I apologize if somebody posted it, but he did come back to me and he asked me about the San Francisco executive director, Kyrie, AaronKyro, or I can't remember what his name is.
I love you so much.
Kyro, thank you. Not Kylie Minogue? Oh, this person has some sporty little shoes on. Howdy, Crows. Great to see you in here. So far tonight, and I've only been here for a short time, and I won't be here for long. I am on the trail of a body router right now. When I got to the org, they pulled the blinds very quickly. Actually, one of the Sakala boys did. The last time I was here, the Sakala boys told the desk person to do it because management can't be caught doing the shades. And then a young fella came out. Uh, so she's in grabbing a Dunkin. I want to see if she's going to try and drop a flyer off. Remember that I have seen them drop flyers off to the other Dunkins. We were able to ask a couple of members if they were in a cult, and we received no response. What? National Donut Day? I need to go in there. She's trying to give the short story to the Dunkin' Donuts guy. If she didn't pass out flyers for the cult, I wouldn't be following her. So I could tell that she was telling the clerk some short story because the clerk kept on looking towards me. I have told them if they leave their flyers at home, I won't follow them. Thank you, MD Media. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. The only reason I'm coming close is I want to kind of show that the other people that there's a YouTube channel. Definitely stay safe. She's put the flyers in her purse now. I'll be intrigued if she sent this guy out to talk to me. Huh? She's from the Church of Scientology. She's passing out flyers for their cult. Windy City ThetanWatch.
WindyCityThetanWatch?
Yep. So Thetan is the fake spirits that they believe in. They're a human trafficking cult. Do you know Danny Masterson? He's in jail right now for sexually. Huh?
I say I don't pay attention to all.
Okay, so he's in jail right now for 30 years to life because he sexually assaulted 3 members of that church. The victims were not allowed to come forward to talk to the police because they were. The church said you can't. When they did, the church ostracized them. So that's.
Somebody in there is a part of that?
And she's passing out flyers. The only reason I follow her, she's passing out flyers, and I want to tell people that she passed out the flyers too. I'll get there. I want to give her space.
Don't nobody else want to be caught on your video.
Looks like she's headed back to the org now. So she put the flyers inside of her bag. Folks, I've mentioned before, this is a great place. If you just want to have a luxury experience, getting your hair cut, get to sit here and get to watch the street. So she's crossing the street up ahead of us. She has had her phone out the whole time. She hasn't cam backed me that I've noticed. Um, 10 to 8. Not sure. Well, I guess that she's going to have to be here till 10 or 10:30, right? Oh, the big guy. Ain't nobody around here want nobody being on film. Go film her. That might not have been the perfect accent, but that's what it sounded like to me. So just so that we can see, you might not be able to see her, but she's behind the blinking light there, or the stoplight. You can see that I'm in no way imposing upon her space, threatening her. Palmer's a little bit further north, so you'd be about 4 or 5 blocks north to go to Palmer House. We're down here near the Hilton and the Congress. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how many cameras are inside Dunkin, right? Now, by the way, the clerk, he didn't care that I went inside. He was curious about why I was filming her. It was the gentleman that had the bags on the table. Not sure if I ever turned the camera that direction so you could have seen it, but oh, she's running. She's getting her exercise in. I will say that having had a day with Joe Cool, you're absolutely right, folks. Don't come outside in public if you don't want to be filmed in public. I'm going to say she's in pretty good shape. She ran for 2 blocks there. She's jogging right now. Yeah, what is it? I think they claim like London has the most cameras, but Chicago and New York have to be up there quite a bit. I just want to make sure that I can see her go back to the org. So we'll jog a little bit. Yeah, I can still see her. So she's just now passing Subway. She's right behind the neon orange gentleman. Somebody left a comment the other day. Who can get to the trash cans from the front door faster, me or Trashy? And I will tell you that we've actually done that a couple of times, and it's probably been a 50-50 chance that I've gotten there a couple of times faster than him, and he's gotten there a couple of times faster than me. Oh, now this is interesting. Oh, look at all the people up there. I'm going to put you on telephoto for a moment. It's harder for me to keep you in frame on this. All right, folks, maybe you're hearing me now. I took it off the gimbal. I took my mic off. So are you able to hear me now? So do we have audio yet or no? Okay, so let me, sorry about that. Something was going on with the gimbal and the mic and everything, but I saw the guy come out and I ran over and I said, hey, you know, that's a cult. And he goes, really? And then I explained to him that, hey, Danny Masterson, right, in the three women and the three victims. And then he said, yeah, people had told me not to go in there. Then I showed him my channel. And sorry, I'm also on fucking Zoom. And sorry for the F-bomb. Folks, I'm a little amped tonight, apparently. Let me get you to the camera. Settings, camera. Let's go to back. The lights just came on at the cult. So I then said, they're going to give you a personality test. They're going to tell you something's wrong with it, and then they're going to try and sell you a book. Yeah, they tried to sell me a book. So we were able to again, stop somebody else from going in. And well, that's not true. Hey, Groovy, how you doing? I still say you're from Chicago. And I love that you've been out here protesting before, and I'm glad that you're in the chat. So, again, just another person that we were able to give better information to about the cult. Folks, I'm not sure really what's going on with the phone here. So I think I'm going to say we got to win tonight, right? We brought the body router back. We were able to engage two different people and help them understand that this is a very unsafe place to be. We got the shades down. I got to spend the day with Joe Cool and Shannon. So what I'd like to do now is see if I can have one of the mods find a channel, and we'll go in room raid. Howdy, Juanita. Thank you, Dorothy. I appreciate that. Hey, Patrick. Thanks for being in here. Ruby Witch. Yeah, I really think that Chicago's got some of the best mods, and I'll just say that we've figured out a way to remain social with one another. We're very supportive of one another. Just, it's really a pleasure. Jbot or Dave, are there any other channels that are live right now? And again, I'd prefer smaller channels. It might be that there's really just no. Okay, hey, yes, you know what? I will say, send them out to Trashy. I understand that he's a car show, but we'll let people then find from there. But let's let Trashy know we said hi. Dave, can you pull in the Trashy's live URL? And sorry that I'm giving you bouncy camera. Thank you, Bridge. I appreciate you for showing up. There we go. Let's all go over to Trashy's. Tell them Windy's raiding the room. And I will see you probably tomorrow. I think that we've got some Chicago protesters coming down tomorrow.